Have you ever wondered why we're giving away this beautiful signed and remarked copy of a Ken Lashley cover? There's a story behind it. Tune in and I'll tell you more about an amazing artist. Hello everyone and welcome back to Married with Comics. I'm your host Laura. Now, as many of you know, we are doing a 500 subscriber giveaway of Nonstop Spiderman issue number 1. This is the Ken Lashley variant copy that has been remarked and signed by the incredible artist Ken Lashley. Now, normally I would keep this for my own personal collection quite gladly because it's gorgeous. But there was a reason that I wanted to give this away to you. All of this technically started about 5 months ago. I posted a video, which I've got linked in the description box, just talking about Ken Lashley as an artist. I talked about some of my favorite covers that he's done, some of my favorites that I have definitely collected. And then I talked about his Facebook group. It's a lot of fun. So it is where he gets a chance to talk about his upcoming covers, and he does one of my favorite things, he does Killacons. And during the Killacon, you get a chance to see live where he will do these beautiful sketches. And then he'll also answer some of your questions, which not many artists will do, especially not for free. And there are certain exclusives that he will give to the fans on the Facebook group. He is very focused in on his fan base. So when I did the video, it was just kind of my way of saying I really appreciate his art, and I can't wait to meet him at Comic-Con someday, and I still maintain that. Well, after the video posted and shared it to the Facebook group, Ken Lashley himself reached out to me and said, because of the kind words that I'd said in the video, he offered to do a free sketch for me of any character of my choice. But don't worry, people, I handled that information like a true professional. I was practically jumping off the walls. Oh my gosh. So picking a favorite character was like picking a favorite child, but I finally just boiled it down to the one character that had just completely defined my childhood, and that was Rogue from X-Men. So I talked to you a little bit about the Killacon process, where, he kind of has a general idea of where he's going with the character, but you see him filling in all these absolutely amazing details. And you've even heard Scott talk about the white pen. The part that was absolutely fascinating was as we're watching this character kind of start unfolding, and he's doing the crazy, beautiful Rogue hair, at the very end, he starts adding white highlights. And as Scott's described before, a lot of times you kind of assume that if there's white in a drawing, it's actually the paper behind it that's showing through. And no, it's an actual white pen. And as soon as he started adding these little white highlights to the drawing, it just started to pop. And it was absolutely gorgeous, stunning. And I sat there just jaw-dropping at what he was creating, and he was creating it for me. I've never felt so excited and humbled before in my life. So that was an amazing experience. So thanks to the incredible husband and wife duo, Ken Lashley did the art, Christy helped with the shipping, and here is my beautiful sketch of Rogue, thanks to Ken Lashley. I thought it was stunning when I was watching the Killacon, but this is absolutely amazing. The level of detail on this is incredible. And what's fascinating in my mind is he did not spend 5 hours working on this, and yet it does look like it. And it reminds me exactly why I love this character so much. So the only challenge that I've had so far has been finding the perfect frame. I can't decide if I want to put it in like a floating frame so that way it just draws your attention to the sketch, which I agree that's where your focus should be. I can't decide if I want to put like a mat and get a special frame to kind of go with it so that way it complements the art. But everything I was looking at over at Michael's just didn't quite call to me. So if you have any suggestions, definitely put it down in the comments. Can't decide if I want white, yellow, black. I don't know. So I will definitely take your input on that. But either way, it's going up on our wall, and it's going to be absolutely stunning, and it will be treasured forever and ever. So what does that have to do with Nonstop Spider-Man? So what I wanted to do was bring someone else into the fandom, because I had very recently kind of learned a little bit more about Ken Lashley thanks to another good friend on YouTube, BJ Kicks. And because of his insights, now I'm a huge Ken Lashley fan. So what I wanted to do was share that love with someone else. So what I did was I chose one that I thought would be the most universal. So I was choosing between kind of a Batman cover versus a Spider-Man cover, and I ended up seeing this gorgeous Nonstop Spider-Man, and I love the action that he's put into this cover. It's beautiful. And immediately, to me, it just kind of symbolized Spider-Man, and it just kind of draws me into this storyline, and it fits perfectly. Ken Lashley remarks, as some of you are seeing now, are stunning. So I have seen some remarks done by other artists, and they're good, but they're not great. And I'm not saying that to be cruel, I'm just saying sometimes the remark ends up being completely worth it, and sometimes it's because the artist is so rushed that they don't have a lot of time to kind of put some extra emphasis into the remark. Ken Lashley, on the other hand, creates something beautiful and extraordinary, and he uses multiple colors. So let me just show you this. So see how he has the red, he has some oranges, he has a little bit of yellow, and he has some gray hints to go in here along with the black and the white. So it's not just a simple, he spent 3 minutes on this one little remark. There was some genuine effort into it, and it really shows, and it actually adds to the cover instead of detracting from it, which is one of the reasons that I absolutely loved it. I thought that this was a great example of his work, and I thought to myself, if I was in your shoes and I had a chance to win this, would this be enough to make me a fan of Ken Lashley? And I knew that my answer was going to be yes. So absolutely, we are giving away a copy of Nonstop Spider-Man thanks to Ken Lashley, because only an incredible artist would take the time to consider a very small YouTube channel. And at the time, we were not as grown and developed as we are now. So we still have a lot of growth, and we still have a lot of room to kind of build. But Ken Lashley still took the time and said thank you, let alone give me something that I will never, ever forget, and will definitely stay on my wall indefinitely once I find the perfect frame. So thank you, Ken Lashley. From the bottom of my heart, this is just incredible. I mean, there are not enough adjectives that I can come up with here, but this was amazing. This was absolutely amazing. So I do hope that the little things that we can do to give back help bring more people to your amazing Facebook channel and have more people noticing your amazing art. If you are interested in getting a copy of Nonstop Spider-Man that has been remarked and signed, all you have to do is subscribe and start commenting on videos. So because we are sharing this video with Ken Lashley, please put down in the comments your favorite Ken Lashley cover. And if you're not sure which one it is, go on Google and do a search, Ken Lashley covers, and I think you will be absolutely stunned how many different covers Ken Lashley's done that you absolutely loved and didn't realize it was done by the incredible Ledkilla. This is Laura from Married with Comics, and I'm delighted to share my love of an incredible artist with you all. I will talk to you all again very soon. Have a great day.